Hey, what's up guys? Michael here with WarpDriveM. Welcome to a new episode. In today's episode we are going to work on the Golf. We are going to check the exhaust leak. I know we have an exhaust leak, but I'm not sure from where. I'm pretty sure that's the last part of the exhaust. But for that I already put the car on the inspection pit, remove the cover, and let's see what's wrong. From underneath the car I can tell you that it was an easy spot. As you can see, the end part of the exhaust is completely busted. We have not one but 3 holes in here, yeah, and here on top is already started to rust. So this one is done. We are going to remove it, and of course I freaking hate this paste from the exhaust because it's so tight in there with that paste. Anyway, let's remove this bad exhaust. Finally, whew, that literally took me an hour, 1 hour. Wow. And of course it came in 2 pieces. When I was jiggling back and forth, the end part snapped, and check this out, the upper side was completely rusted and a lot of holes. We saw just the under side with these 3 holes, but if you look closely, that's kind of strange because it's empty. Normally we should have something in the exhaust. Yeah, maybe they wanted to have a sport exhaust and they took everything out. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's out, and now, to be honest, I'm a little bit afraid that I've moved the exhaust from here or from the front because I was moving so hard to take it out. I'm not sure, but when we are installing the new exhaust, we will hear if it's going to leak somewhere else. I took out the hardware, the pipe is right there, and like I've said, this is just an empty tube. Yeah, check, the light comes from these holes. And anyway, this is busted. let's install the new one now, just to see how well the engine runs now. We don't have any exhaust and you barely hear something. Yeah, I know it's a small engine, but we have the normal temperature, we have the steady idle now. Yeah, and I've noticed something. The engine runs very smooth now. I noticed something in here. The support for the gearbox is busted because the engine is idling now perfect. It doesn't do anything, and this rubber it's busted. As you can see, I can move it with the hand. Yeah, so I have to change this as well, but other than that, so without exhaust, runs perfect now. And it seems that the exhaust, it came out with the hardware. I thought just the rubber bushing, but the brackets as well. So I'm going to use new parts. And yeah, we have the disc brakes, disc pads, and the engine mount is here as well. Rubber bushing and the bracket is installed on the new exhaust. In here I've used the old part because in here I didn't receive the bracket. I received just the rubber joint. I used the original clamp because this one is too small, I think, and this one grabs more metal in here. So yeah, let's install this. I'm not sure if I'm going to film anything because it's just a reverse order. Exhaust installed, yeah. I've used the new hardware, the new bolts in there, the old rubber joint, the new rubber joint with the bracket and new bolts, and the old clamp, because like I've said, it grabs more metal. So let's give it a try. So we can hear nothing. Yeah, that's more like it. Let's... yeah. It's leaking a little bit in here. I can feel it with my hand. So I have to put some paste as well in here. Haha. In here is not leaking. No. So, job done. Now that's the real sound of the engine. Now we are going to replace the gearbox mount. Yeah, it's located in here. And I put the gearbox on a jack. It's enough. That's done as well. So basically you have to lower a little bit the gearbox, put the mount, tight all these 3 bolts, 16 mil, with this one 16 mil, and this hidden one 13. This one you tight completely, and after that you have some space in here to align with the gearbox, and after that you whoa so after that you can tighten these two bolts. So the last two bolts are these two ones. So job done, exhaust done. Now we have to put the new brakes. Finally done. So this was a horrible job because I ended up removing the caliper. I couldn't push the cylinder from the caliper completely to pass here the new disc and the new pads. So I had to remove it, and after that I had to bleed the brakes. So yeah, pain in the ass, but now it's done. So I'm gonna repeat this process. I hope it's gonna work way faster on the other side, and we are done. And the same problem on this side. I had to take the caliper out to bleed the brakes, and I think you can notice there and there brake fluid. Yeah, I've bled the brakes both sides. Now we have pads and brakes new. Yep, in the front are looking okay. Everything it was changed in the front. We have pads enough, discs as well. So we are good to go. Pretty much that's about it for today's episode. We've done a lot to the car. I'm pretty happy with the result, and I think we won't have any problems for the inspection. And yeah, for more progress, join me on the next episode. I hope you like this episode. If you like this episode, please give me a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, thumbs down. Until next time, see you later.